Tits are out for this one because the Evolved Knight has been leaked early. Oh no, how could this happen? Basically, this French YouTuber who is in the creator program was not meant to show the Knight's stats yet, but apparently he has. And so this is what level 15 stat looks like. Oh, this is the new Knight art, by the way. This is level 15 stats for the Knight, and then he swipes over to the evolution stats right here. Bang, there it is. Now, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is the big gimmick that comes with the Evolved Knight. Reduction des dégâts. Now, I have no idea if I pronounced that right, but I was curious, so I put the stats next to each other so I could compare. So it looks like the Evolved Knight has a little bit more damage. It has a lot more damage per second because of the hit speed buff. As you can see, 1.2 for the normal Knight, and then the Evolved Knight has 0.9. So it's going to attack 0.3 seconds faster, which leads to 100 more damage every second. So it does a lot more damage, a little bit more health, and then it has an 800 boost in hit points. So it's going to be a lot tankier than the Knight. Now keep in mind, the evolutions don't have an increased elixir cost, and you get him every 2 cycles. So he's going to be like the Mortar, I believe, which has 2 evolved cycles. Then it targets ground still. It's exact same medium speed, and yeah, melee medium. And then reduction des dégâts. Now, 80%. I was like, what does this mean? My French isn't too polished recently, so I had to go to Google Translate. Bonjour, je m'appelle Ken, comment ça va? And as you can see, it means reduction of damage. Now, I've seen a lot of people confusing this reduction of damage with reduction of damage projectiles, because there is one other card that has these same features. It's the Monk. 80% damage reduction. Oh my god. But the thing with the Monk is the Monk deflects. It doesn't just tank. See, this one is just reduction of damage, but it has a reduction of damage and it reflects. So that's why it only lasts 4 seconds. But still, the fact that it has an 80% damage reduction and it's not an ability, it lasts forever while the card is on the board. 80% damage reduction. So I was like, hang on. That seems kind of broken. So I had to remind myself, what does the Monk actually look like when it's in the game reflecting? Because you might be thinking, oh, I'm just focusing on the Monk's deflection. Now let's see. If I play a Monk at the bridge here, when I use its ability, let's see how well it reflects, or how much damage it takes when the ability is active. So this is the Knight. Its health. This is the Knight's health. See that? It took no damage at all. It literally just took no damage at all. And so that is going to be the Knight full the whole time. And it doesn't actually say deflection is only projectiles, which a lot of people are saying. And this is only projectiles. And I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. And it doesn't just say reflection of damage is reduced for projectiles. It says it's for everything. It doesn't clarify yet. That's all it says. And I'm guessing, as you can see, there's the 3rd tab here. Usually that 3rd tab in game is just like talking about the lore of the card. So I don't think that's actually going to clarify what this ability means. So for all we know, it has an 80% damage reduction for everything, which seems pretty broken. Now, he did share like a little teaser of what it could look like in this little swipe here in his video. So you can see here. Now, so this is the thing that confuses me. That is all he shows. He shows the Musketeers being played at the bridge. He doesn't even show the Knight. And so the fact that it shows a projectile shooting unit like the 3 Musketeers that are ranged makes me think it might be just reflecting projectiles, but why would it not say it anywhere? That could just be a random coincidence where it's just using a range unit to display how well the reflection uses. And it also doesn't stop. Like the Monk stops when it's getting reflected, but the Knight doesn't. It doesn't say that. It just says 80% reduction of damage. So that's kind of broken. And then they also changed the art of it. Now, a lot of people are hating on this. Like, what did they do to my boy? But honestly, yeah, he looks more goofy, looks more animated, but I think the background looks kind of cool. The background of the actual art, it's kind of like plain here, but here it looks kind of cool. But yeah, he looks goofy. The Evolved one looks kind of sick though, I'm not going to lie. And then there are the balance changes that came with this season. So as you guys know, Supercell's favorite scam these days is just to release broken cards, really OP, garner everyone's money in, then wait until it's not illegal, and then just nerf the shit out of them so they can make their bag and then balance the game. It used to be try and release a card on with its debut balance, but now it's just release it, get as much money as possible, and it makes sense. It's great for marketing. It's like, wow, look, champions, these new evolutions, big, massive card in the game. And now it's just, all right, we don't give a fuck. We're just going to rake in the money by doing that, and then we're going to balance it afterwards. And as you can see, that's what they've done. Royal Giant is getting 10% less health. Firecracker is getting like 9% less health, well, 8.3. And then it's also getting its spark stacking removed. Like, if you don't know what that means, it's essentially when, you know, when the Firecracker shoots on the tower and it has the big circle and then the mini circles, sometimes the mini circles like overlap and it will be doing multiple damage. Multiple damage, guys. This is a good diagram for you. It's not even a diagram. And so, yeah, that's why it's getting that removed, because that's kind of OP on the towers. An additional pushback removed, so you won't miss your fireballs as much anymore. And then in interestingly, you can just scrape this in on the side here. The cycle of the skeletons is getting buffed. So it's going to only be 2 cycles you need for the skeletons now, and it only spawns 6. So honestly, people are geeking out over this. It's gone from 8 to 6 and 3 to 2. Like, oh, skeletons are going to be crazy good. No, they're not. You get them once every 2, like Mortar, I believe, and the max count is from 8 to 6. Like, it's only going to spawn 6 now. So I don't think it's going to be that OP, and skeletons can be easily log, zap, or whatever. And another thing they added in this season is they finally are adding the Mega Minion emote that won this competition. So if you guys don't know, they had this competition in the game where the artists of the community could create an emote of their choice that's a Mega Minion, and then everyone would basically vote on the one they liked. And as you can see here, the results from the community tab post had the I cannot hear muting emotes Mega Minion winning. And so that one was the winner. And when was this posted? 2 months ago. And we're finally seeing it in game, and this is what it looks like. Also, these are the 2 new emotes that are coming in the new season. I think they're kind of funny. So this is a hog rider on his pig, and he's revving it up with its farts. That's kind of goated. Oh, wait, I didn't even notice. It says vroom in the cloud of its fart. What the fuck?
It did.
And then there's obviously this dude who looks kind of like me right now. So yeah, this is cool to see, I guess. I mean, they kind of scammed the guy who actually made the Wi-Fi emote that was a Mega Minion off his money by making their own one and then charging money for it in-game. But that's another story. And then this is what the new loading screen looks like. So it's pretty cool. The season is Clash-orama, as you can see. And I think this is pretty cool. Pretty interesting season. Something that's just beginning to soak into me is that there is one evolution being released for every card every season from now on. And if we look in Clash Royale, how many cards are there in the game? Let's just load this up real quick, because if there's one evolution being released every season, how many months is it going to take to get every evolution in the game? Granted that they don't add any more cards. 109 months. So we are going to be waiting for a decade for all the evolutions to be released, which is just fucking stupid. One evolution every season. They've got a game plan to keep us roped in for a decade. I feel like that's just stupid. It's weird because, like, I don't want more evolutions because it makes the game more and more fucked and corrupt, but also at the same time, 10 years to wait for content. I don't know, guys. It seems a bit scumbaggy, seems a bit weird, but here we are. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to post on my channel at the moment. I actually didn't upload yesterday because I didn't know what to post, and I kind of want to mix it up. I don't know what to post. I didn't want to post my meth head free to play. I kind of did that in this video essentially. I also, in the playlist on the channel, I have this 7 videos in the free to play playlist. I wanted to mention that the free to play videos don't include the side quests like the global tournament. It's just when I'm focusing on like pushing ladder on that account. But yeah, so I don't really know what's next. I have some ideas, some things outside of Clash actually, but I do want to continue Meth Head eventually, and I do want to continue doing the Reddit videos because they are fun. But this doesn't really count as a Reddit video. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So yeah, subscribe if you're not already, and that's it, my dogs. So yeah.